Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Neha and in this video I will cover OSI model. Watch this video till end to enhance your knowledge. So let's get started. OSI model, it stands for Open System Interconnection. OSI model is a reference model which explains how the communication process happens between two or more than two networking devices. Or you can say OSI describes how information from one computer moves through a physical medium to another computer. Let's say for an example, we have two computers, machine A and machine B, and they are connected with the help of a cable. So both the machines can forward data. Machine A can send data to machine B and machine B can send data to machine A. So how this communication process will happen? This entire process is explained in detailed way by OSI model. So now we will see what are the various layers in OSI model. OSI model consists of 7 layers and each layer defines a specific network function. As you can see here, we have 7 layers. First one is physical layer, then data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer and application layer. So this is the simple trick that how you can remember the sequence of the layer. So as per the sequence, we have a trick that is please do not throw sausage pizza away. Where this stands for physical layer and data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer and application layer. And if you want to remember the sequence from upside down, it will be all people seem to need data processing. So I hope this will help you to remember the sequence of the layer. Now, the first 3 layers are called software layer, which include application layer, presentation layer and session layer. And the last 3 layers we call them as hardware layer, which includes network layer, data link layer and physical layer. Transport layer is called heart of OSI because transport layer will control the flow of information. So first let us start with application layer. Application layer provides interface between the user application and the network. So basically user works in this layer and its main job is to provide interface to the user. All applications work in this layer. For example, web browser like Internet Explorer or Google Chrome or Mozilla. To access any web traffic, we need a web browser. And application layer is the 7th layer of OSI model. Now we'll discuss about functions of application layer. So one of the function of application layer is file transfer, access and management. An application layer allows a user to access the file from a computer and to manage the file in a remote computer. Let's say we have two computers connected with a cable and we have a user connected with this PC and we have a user connected with this PC as well. So application layer will allow the user to access the file which is present in this computer. So the user can access the file and manage the file in a remote computer. Application layer also provides the facility for email forwarding and storage, that is mail services. For example, to send and receive email, we use some mail servers like Outlook, and behind this application there is a protocol called HTTP. HTTP will allow you to access the web page and HTTP will provide an interface to connect to a particular service. So for emails we use SMTP protocol, and we'll discuss about protocols in our upcoming videos. For now, just remember every protocol is defined by a port number. And application layer also helps in directory services, which means it provides access to the data globally. Now we'll move on to presentation layer. Presentation layer is responsible for defining a standard format for data. It will define in what format your data has to be sent, whether in normal American standard format or in binary format, that is 0 or 1. That all depends upon the type of application you are using or type of website you are accessing. Example of presentation layer format includes these. Let's say if you are sending an image, so that will be either in JPG format or in GIF format. Now we'll talk about functions of application layer. So it's one of the function is translation. Let's say for an example, I am sending some data to another person, and that data is in Hindi language, and this person only understands Spanish language. So my data will be translated first before sending to another person. So my data will be translated into Spanish language so that this user can understand. Okay, so its next function is encryption. Encryption is required to maintain privacy. For an example, if you are accessing google.com, you will see HTTP, which is not secure. But if you will access any banking website, you will see HTTPS, which is secure, because the entire web page is encrypted or secure. Next function of presentation layer is compression. So data compression is a process of compressing the data. That is, it will reduce the number of bits to be transmitted. Data compression is used in multimedia such as text or audio or video files or data. Now we'll talk about session layer. So session layer is responsible for establishing, maintaining and terminating sessions between the devices. So in previous two layers, that is application layer is providing interface to the user, and presentation layer is defining the format of data. Once initiation of application and defining the format, session layer is going to start a session. Let's say for an example, to make a phone call, first we need to dial the number 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the number is. So that is called creating a session. Then we will maintain the session. That is, we will give the information, and then after giving the information we will finally disconnect the call, that is terminating the session. I hope that is clear. Now we will discuss about functions of session layer. So its function is dialog control. Session layer allows the communication between two processes which can either half duplex, that is either data will be sent or data will be received one at a time, or full duplex, that is data can be sent and received at the same time. It also helps in synchronization, which means session layer adds some checkpoints when terminating the data in a sequence. And if some error occurs in the middle of the transmission of data, then transmission will take place again from the checkpoint. This process is known as synchronization and recovery. Okay, let's say for an example, This system is sending a file of 800 pages. So it will add checkpoints after every 50 page. And this ensures that 50 page unit is successfully received by this machine and acknowledged. And in this case, if crash happens during transmission of, let's say, page number 124, then transmission will begin from page number 101. We will not send the entire data again. So that's it for today. Now I hope you have understand application layer, presentation layer and session layer. So I'll be explaining remaining layers in our next video, which is transport layer, network layer, data link layer and physical layer. So I hope you like this video. If you do, then please like this video and share it with your friends and colleagues. And if you have any query related to this video, then please post it in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you can receive the notification of next videos. Thank you for watching.